Alright, quick update. The Model T hot rod, we are waiting for parts, but I'm pretty far on it, actually. Engine's pretty much ready to fire once I get the carburetor rebuilt, but everything else on here is done. Once I get the radiator, then I'll be able to figure out my brake lines and where I want to put the headlights. So I kind of don't want to do that until the radiator's back there. And that should be showing up here pretty quick. Let's see, but yeah, everything else is done on here. Kinda. Everything's gonna work. Everything's gonna fit. So once we get parts, we'll get it fired up and we'll do a video. And then it goes to the owner. And he's gonna chop the top here a lot. I got my list. List is getting smaller. I got a gas tank and battery and shocks and you name it. So this is coming to an end here, which is good because other stuff are coming in, like this Graham. It's a 2930 Graham Paige, 3-window coupe. It's got a rumble seat. Cool little car. Came in not running. Get a good view here of it. Story goes it came out of Illinois, I believe. Southern Illinois. Guy drove it quite often. Did a lot of modifications to it already. So it's already 12 volt. It's got electric fan. It's got some really fricked up wiring. That took a while to figure that out. Throttle linkage was all screwed up. Had to redo all that. Distributor was messed up. I got it fired up last night, and then today took it for a couple maiden runs. Changed oil on it. Got the water pump stopped leaking. That is a funky dry shaft setup for that alternator. Pretty cool. Give the guy credit for figuring that out. But it could really use a rewire. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything in this car. It's got house wiring. It's got just a mess. No no wire nuts, so that's good. One good thing about this car. Interior is kind of eh. It's got like a Chevy seat in it. Pretty nice dash, but from what I'm told, the guy drove it, so that's cool. I don't know how many miles are on it. Motor seems really strong, so I'm guessing it was rebuilt. So this is going to be going out here pretty quick, and I got some other stuff coming in. This 292 Chevy is going to be for one of them. So I got to get this apart. Hopefully it's in good shape. I'll give it a cleaning, oil pump, gaskets, and then get this ready for the car that's going in. And that's about it. So quick little update on what's going on around here. Oh yeah, people asked about the water pump last time. So the water pump, why did I do this? Could have swore I said this already, but maybe that was on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, there's way more detail on what I'm doing. So on a Model A, the water pump sticks right here in the head, and it sucks the water out of the head, out of the block. It sucks it through the radiator, through here, into the engine, and out. That's how Model A's work. That's cool. Well, it puts the fan, way up here, kind of. It's hard to tell. So is this car channeled? And it's only being a Model T body. Kind of made it hard to put the radiator in, because then the fan would be, it looked like an airplane going down the road. We don't want that. So, alright, how am I going to fix that? And I've seen people use the original Model A pump, no fan, and you make an idler and you put a fan down low, or people put electric fan on. Well, the whole point of this particular car is not to have anything newer than 1948 on it. And for the most part, that's basically how this car is built. There's a few exceptions here and there, but can't make everything perfect. So what this did, or what I did, I had a Chevy 216 water pump, and these are pretty common. I think they go from 1939, 40 all the way into the diesel, actually the same water pump as a 235 Chevy 6. So it's a long span of these water pumps. These water pumps are easy to get. I made the adapter, just a hunk of aluminum, drilled the holes in that so it made up to the water pump. Then made this manifold in the back and then into the engine. So it lowers it that far, which is perfect because now my radiator is about right here. If this was, up, it clears it perfect. Everything comes in just the way I want it. So now running the Chevy water pump, I got the Chevy fan. Obviously I made a mess for putting the alternator back over here, or the generator. So I just made a mount over here. That one is particularly a 12 volt because the car is going to be 12 volt. So that's the reason for the water pump. And then everything should work on it. They did a bleeder here. Once I get the radiator so I know what side the neck is coming on, I'll build this piece with the radiator neck, and then this is my bleeder to get the air out of the water pump so it don't cavitate. Make a little jumper to that. So it sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's very farmer the way I did it, and I know it looks high tech, but it's really not. It's pretty simple. And I got another car coming in that I'm gonna have to do the same thing to, but that engine's a lot more fancier than this one, and you'll see that once it gets here. It's supposed to be here Tuesday, actually. Today's Sunday. But yeah, I gotta get that carburetor rebuilt. We got a FS ignition. I know it's not the correct period looking one, but that's more money and that'll do fine. So it's got Patronics in it and almost like 20 some degrees at advance, so that's cool. But I'm waiting for parts for the starter, and we're waiting for parts for these shock links, which I don't have yet. I'm gonna have to make them here pretty quick. I'm getting tired of waiting. I know the radiator we got, we're just getting it modified to fit, and I'm sure Ronnie will be bringing that up here shortly. Ronnie made the seat, him and his brother-in-law, so that works out. But yeah, and he made the gas tank too. I should probably mention that. I didn't make that. I can't TIG weld. Wish I could. So yeah, this is just about done. So quick update, and that's my update. So yeah, until next time, later.